The opinions expressed by the host and guest on this program are solely their own and do not represent the views or opinions of Blind United. We strive to provide diverse perspectives and discussions on our platform, but the opinions expressed should be understood as personal viewpoints and not reflective of Blind United as an organization.
It's time. It's time for
coffee time.
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 And here is your coffee time crew.
Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome back to Coffee Time with Blind United. It is TGIF, y'all, Friday. So, this morning, joining me in the studio, I got Carol. Good morning, Carol.
Good morning, everyone.
And then I got my brother Pedro in the background.
Yo, good morning, everybody. TGIF, everybody, TGIF.
Yeah, so today we do have one interest group today. It's movie night. I do that every Friday night. Tonight, our movie is Don't Breathe 2. So if you have been hanging out with us, we played Don't Breathe 1 last week. So we got Don't Breathe 2 this week. And hey, drop a suggestion on me, what you guys like to hear next week. You know what I'm saying? So we can keep it pushing, So, but anyway, that'll be at 6 p.m. tonight, Pacific time. Go ahead and grab your popcorn, whatever it is that you like to snack on, sip on, smoke on, whatever the case may be, and join us at 6 p.m. Pacific time and then enjoy the movie. And, if people want to, we can hang around a little bit afterwards and talk about how they enjoyed the movie or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, who was that? Brittany popped in, George? Pedro?
Correct.
Yeah, hey, Brittany.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, Britt.
Good morning, Carol. Good morning, Pedro. Good morning, Ed.
Yeah, so I don't know. Got a few minutes. What you got planned for the weekend, Britt?
Nothing. I don't really have much of a life. I think Monica said good morning.
You always talking about you ain't got no life. The only reason you ain't got a life, child, because you don't try to get out there and do nothing. So there's plenty of people that enjoy your company. So maybe you don't enjoy their company. That's what it is. I don't know. So, but anyway, what about you, Carol? You got a busy weekend in front of you? Or you just chilling?
I'm really just going to chill this weekend and just kind of take it as it comes. If someone wants to do something, I'm game to do it. But right now, I just plan on chilling. Right.
Pedro, you and Monica got plans this weekend, or?
Sorry, I'm looking at our statuses back there. I was hearing there were some problems, but yes, we do. Monica's mom is having her birthday this weekend, so we're celebrating it on Saturday with some of her family, and we're gonna get together and celebrate her birthday.
Okay. Well, you make sure you tell Miss Karen I said happy birthday and all that good stuff. So
I'm pretty sure Monica appreciates that. Yeah, I'll let her know too.
Well, we appreciate Miss Karen. So,
and she sometimes listens in.
Oh, okay.
So she might hear you.
Well, if you in here, Karen, I appreciate you, sweetheart. All you do to help us out with Blind United, I really do appreciate you. So me, myself, personally, I'm still kind of mending, so I'm better. I'm much better. I'm almost back to being me. So, but a couple more days of relaxation, and I'll be back in the mix. So, you was gonna say something, Pedro?
Oh no, I had a comment. Katie said that she's going to be hanging out with her church this weekend, and tonight she's going to have a light dinner and some wine. That sounds like awesome, Katie.
Can't go wrong with that.
Well, come on out and enjoy your dinner and listen to a good movie at the same time. So, also Monday, I was notified this morning. We will have a special guest on Monday. You guys hear something about him each and every day. Uh, James Bain from Custom Cane, You Can Give, will be joining us on Monday to bring us up to date on everything that You Can Give is doing to try to help folks around the planet get some canes in their hands, So I'm looking forward to that. I think it's about time for me to order my all-terrain cane. So I need to do that too.
How are you going to decorate your all-terrain cane, Ed?
That's going to be my new eyeball cane.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm gonna make that my new eyeball cane. That's my main source of mobility. So now it's all terrain. Maybe I had to have him put some eyeballs with goggles on them or something. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm really out there trekking in the all terrain, right? So, but yeah, no, I've been getting at him, trying to get him to come on, and he's working with his buddy down in South Africa. So it'll be him and Chris. They'll be with us on Monday morning. So look forward to that. Everybody come, please join in. If you like to meet the man himself, we talk about him. Like I said, we do his commercials every day. So I just believe in everything that he does as far as this is concerned. Like I said, I've always said it, I don't know what I would do without my cane. And the fact that he's turned that into his mission to try to make sure that people get canes, I'm down and I'm with that. So he's always got a spot, on Blind United. So with all that being said, well, I guess we can jump into this first one and get it behind us. I don't know if anybody listened to our outgoing President Biden, but him, as a couple other presidents in the past, as they were leaving, they felt the need to, express concern and warning within their outgoing message. So let's hear part about what he's had to say.
Good morning, Coffee Time crew. Today, we're diving into a topic that's as relevant as ever: presidential warnings about unchecked power. From Joe Biden's farewell address to Eisenhower's cautionary speech and even JFK's remarks on secrecy, let's explore these important messages and what they mean for us today. Biden's farewell address, a warning for our times. In his farewell address on January 15th, 2025, President Joe Biden warned about the dangers posed by an emerging tech-industrial complex. He called out the growing influence of ultra-wealthy individuals like Elon Musk, Mark Zuckerberg, and Jeff Bezos, expressing concern over their unchecked power in shaping democracy and society. Biden highlighted how the spread of misinformation and the decline in press standards are contributing to a divided nation. He called for vigilance to protect individual rights and economic fairness, drawing parallels to earlier warnings from President Dwight D. Eisenhower. Eisenhower and the military-industrial complex. Flashback to January 17, 1961, when President Dwight D. Eisenhower delivered his famous farewell address. He coined the term military-industrial complex, warning about the risks of an immense military establishment paired with a thriving arms industry. Eisenhower emphasized the potential for misplaced power to disrupt democracy and called for balance to ensure security without sacrificing liberty. His words still resonate today, especially as the U.S. continues to grapple with military spending and defense lobbying. John F. Kennedy on secrecy. Although often misquoted, President John F. Kennedy addressed secrecy in a 1961 speech to the American Newspaper Publishers Association. While he didn't specifically mention secret societies, JFK emphasized the importance of transparency and a free press during the Cold War. His call for openness resonates in an era of increasing concerns about governmental and corporate transparency. Connecting the dots. Each of these leaders shared a common theme: vigilance against the concentration of power, whether in the military, corporate tech giants, or through secrecy. These warnings remind us of the ongoing responsibility to safeguard democracy and individual freedoms. So, Coffee Time crew, what do you think? Do Biden's concerns about the tech-industrial complex echo Eisenhower's warning about the military-industrial complex? How do you feel about the state of democracy in a world shaped by powerful corporations and secrecy? Share your thoughts in the comments below or with the Coffee Time team live. And now, back to the Coffee Time crew.
Well, I mean, I totally agree. I mean, if we look at, like President Eisenhower's warning, and you look at where the, industrial war complex is right there, I mean, I think they're what, 2/3 of our in GDP, at least. I mean, we're spending more money on military, equipment and research and all that stuff than I don't know, the rest of the planet 2, 3 times. You know what I'm saying? So it's not good, and then now we got, these tech giants, which in essence they're kind of doing the same thing. I mean, the industrial war complex, military complex, whatever you want to call it, they were the tech of the time. And now, we just have other types of technology, but again, it's the same problem, but most importantly, you cannot allow just any one group of people to have that much power over the country. It doesn't work. There's no balance there. You know what I'm saying? It's just all about self-interest. It's not the interest of the people. So that's my
Yes,
opinion on it.
yes, you're right, Ed. It's they're on the money grab tip because they put out products, and I'm talking right now about the military industrial complex. They put out products that sometimes are not completed, software is missing, uh, um, like for the example, the F-35 has different type of problems, and they had to put more money into this into this jet, this fighter jet, and and it's a higher price range, and we're putting up the bill. We're buying these weapons and stuff like that for, and they're trying to. They're always bringing up here. We got this whole jet lined out. It has this type of software. It has this weaponry capabilities. But and then when it comes time to deliver, they gave them a jet. It flies, but it's missing software. It was unstable while flying in high speeds, so it had to have a cannon on top of the spacecraft for the fighter craft, and then they couldn't put it up there, so they tried to put it in the bottom, and they were having problems with with it keeping the speed and flying through the air with the cannon being below. So um, and it is money that we're spending as taxpayers. They're spending our money. That's why I call it our money. They're spending our money, and it's going to these companies that are doing these projects, but are under delivering.
Right.
So it's wasteful.
No, totally. And Katie also agrees with you. She said she absolutely agrees with these corporations. They're doing absolute power, and the incoming president, he's talking about taking over Greenland and Canada, so yeah, that was the comment.
Yeah, I mean, again, you get to start getting into, the oligarchy of this kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? And again, it's all about self, and not the country as a whole. It's all about their self interest, and stuff like that. So I
Hmm.
mean, but to agree with what Pedro was saying, I mean, there's if you were to go back and if it's able, I mean, because a lot of that military weaponry that is being developed, they keep that stuff top secret, even though it failed. right? And there was billions of dollars spent on trying to develop
Hmm.
something, that failed, right? So now we got warehouses and and all this other kind of stuff full of failed projects that would if we could sell it all and have a garage sale, we can get rid of our debt.
Yeah.
you
Yes,
know, it's crazy.
and when it comes to the tech industrial complex, think about this. We just heard an article yesterday about how these other tech data mining firms, is what I guess we could call it, um, are bidding, are real time bidding for ad placements, but they were sucking up our location without the developers knowing, without us knowing, and that's money in the back end that they're getting and stuff, and it's all done for the mighty dollar. So things like that are happening also in the tech industry, and a lot of things of ours are in the tech industry, meaning we have medical companies that have databases with our data, and it's digital. That's tech. And there is something, or they hire someone or a firm to keep these things secured, but they still get compromised and things like that. So,
No,
you
I mean
know,
I agree. I mean, the technology is great. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to take anything away from them. I mean, just even like right, late, myself personally in the last week, I had a surgery, two small incisions, but they were able to go inside my body without, cutting me wide open and put their big old fumble fingers all around inside my body, and they were able to go in there and make these repairs, through these two little small incisions. Again, that's technology. And I am so grateful for it. Look at the technology that we have, right? With especially I've been saying it from day one, since I heard about it when it became out on the open market. AI, I've been saying it. AI is going to be a game changer for our community, and look at what it's doing for us right now. So again, I'm not trying to take anything away from them, but at the same time, everybody needs to stay in check. Nobody should have the guardrails removed where they can just be out there doing whatever they want to do whenever they want to do it. So,
yes, yes, and that is true. We have Meta, now known as Meta, owning several applications across several sectors within the tech industry, and there are reports of them leveraging that to stuffle out competition. They were trying to stuffle out TikTok, their Instagram competitor, with this whole TikTok ban and stuff. I could tell you that there's differences in the algorithms and all that, but that aside, is you have these big tech giants that are stuffing out competition. The United States is built on competition and success, and that leads to lower prices, better features, also, more innovation because you have competition, so you're always trying to innovate to get a better feature for your users so they more people could come and use your platform. But if you have a big giant that controls two messaging apps, two different social medias, and they're stifling out the little dude, you know what I mean? You know?
well, I mean, again, a perfect example. I mean, let's go here. General Motors. General Motors back in the day was, Chevy, Cadillac, Oldsmobile, Pontiac. You know what I'm saying? Buick, right? And they all had their level of what you want to call it, features. Let's just go there, right? Cadillac was, okay, that's top of the line. General Motors, right? That's where you go when you want all the luxury. That's your status symbol, and so on and so forth, right? But and then Chevy was kind of, down on the bottom end of that, right? At the other end of the spectrum, but it's the same company owns both of them. They just putting out different stuff. Now they went into competition with Chrysler. What they had Plymouth and Dodge, right? Then you get into Ford, it's Ford, Lincoln, Mercury, so, but they stayed in competition with each other. Okay, our top of the line is offering these features and this luxury, our middle is showing this, and our lower end is showing that. But it kept the competition alive, right? So, I mean, again, like what Pedro's saying, when you got one company that's controlling anything, then they don't need to have there's no competition. It's all the same generic stuff when you go along, as no matter what you buy, it's going to be the same thing with somebody else's name on it, even though it's still owned by the same company, So, again, competition is what keeps us going. Competition is what brings our prices down, all of this kind of stuff. And, again, the most important thing is it makes no sense to allow one group of people, so what they call it now, the new tech giants, tech bros, whatever they want to call them. There's no reason in the world that they should have so much power. They need to be kept in check. And again, they should not have a monopoly on the market. There should be several out there that drives that competition.
Agree.
Yeah,
Agree
I
completely.
agree with that, and I agree with that. And then, at that point, we're gonna cut to a quick commercial break, guys.
Do you need to talk? Are you struggling with your mental health? Are you struggling with substance abuse issues? Call the Orange County NAMI Warm Line. That number is 877-910-9276. That number again is 877-910-9276.
Do you need assistance with iOS? Or are you curious what iOS is? Perhaps you're seeking tips and tricks on how to use JAWS on your Windows machine. Or maybe you would like to participate in our popular support group led by Dominic. Or maybe join us for movie nights on Friday, where we watch and discuss the movie of the night. For more information, please email us at info@blindunited.org. Once again, that's info@blindunited.org. You can also follow us on Facebook for real-time updates and community interactions. We look forward to connecting with you.
All right. I need to step away for a minute, Pedro, so I'm going to let you have this for a minute. I'll be right back.
Okay. Brittany, any comments before we move on to the next?
Oh, yeah. God first said good morning. And I want to say that the Orange County Warm Line is a warm line, so it's not for suicide. It's just if you need somebody to talk to, if you're, struggling with substance abuse, or you just need somebody to talk to. But if you need the suicide line, that's 988. And that number is 988. And you can go to the next article, Pedro.
All right.
Good morning, God first.
All right. So we've been talking about TikToks and its upcoming ban. So let's check that out.
Today on Coffee Time, TikTok's uncertain future in the U.S. As of January 17th, 2025, TikTok's fate in the United States hangs in the balance, with legal and political decisions looming. The Protecting Americans from Foreign Adversary Controlled Applications Act requires ByteDance, TikTok's Chinese parent company, to divest its U.S. operations by January 19th, 2025, or face a nationwide ban. Here's where things stand. Current developments. Biden administration's approach. President Joe Biden has deferred enforcing the TikTok ban to the incoming Trump administration. While the administration supports U.S. ownership of TikTok, they believe implementation decisions should rest with their successors. Congressional appeal. Democratic senators, including Ed Markey, Cory Booker, and Chris Van Hollen, have requested a 90-day extension of the divestment deadline. They warn that a sudden ban could disrupt TikTok's 170 million US users and the 7 million businesses relying on it for marketing. Supreme Court proceedings. TikTok has challenged the ban's constitutionality, citing First Amendment violations. The Supreme Court heard arguments on January 10, 2025, and a decision is expected soon, potentially influencing the ban's enforcement. Current developments. Trump administration's potential action. President-elect Donald Trump has expressed willingness to address TikTok's status. His advisors are reportedly exploring a 60 to 90-day extension of the divestment deadline to balance national security concerns with platform accessibility. What happens if TikTok is banned? If enforced, the ban would remove TikTok from U.S. app stores, preventing new downloads. Potentially reduce functionality for existing users over time. Compel businesses using TikTok for marketing to seek alternative platforms. The rise of alternative platforms. In anticipation of a ban, some users have turned to other apps like RedNote, Xiaohongshu, which has become the most downloaded iPhone app in the US. This trend highlights the potential for shifts in user behavior and cross-cultural exchanges, though its longevity remains uncertain. What's next? The Supreme Court's decision and the actions of the incoming administration will determine TikTok's future in the U.S. For users and businesses, staying informed and exploring contingency plans is essential to minimize potential disruptions. What do you think about TikTok's uncertain future? How should users and businesses adapt if the ban takes effect? Share your thoughts with the Coffee Time crew as we discuss this evolving story. Now, back to the Coffee Time crew for their insights.
Yes, yes, and all over TikTok you see different videos. You do see people upset, advertisements. People actually do the TikTok store. They actually do lives and they sell products and they make money. You have creators that make money other ways also that are going to be getting cut off. Um, Honestly, I'm on TikTok. It's not for everybody. People are on Instagram or however it may be, other platforms. But TikTok is, they say, it's a Chinese uh social media gathering information on you. There's other Chinese applications that gather the same type of data, but they're not under the microscope. I believe that TikTok is different algorithms and it doesn't maybe comply with other platforms. Their algorithms might be better on TikTok and it might be more naturally pushed out to users that are interested in your type of content or the content that they are looking for. You know, also TikTok from this morning, from what I read, it is going to be banned on this Sunday. So it's not decision's been made. Um, it will be banned. Also, that's it is gonna discourage advertising from advertising there. I know they wanted TikTok to be sold to the highest bidder. We did have someone say, the billionaire say that if he wants to buy it, but he wants to dismantle the algorithm. An odd comment to make that you want to make a potential $1 million acquisition, but that's what you're just going in for is to destroy the algorithm. It could tell you something there in that mentality of that person, that billionaire. Also, in that bill, there's a provision that lets the government continue using the application, but not us. Um, we're not gonna be able to use it and stuff like that. And it's a provision, just to break it down, it's a provision for them to continue putting out their narrative. They talk about propaganda. That's another whole other issue we could get into. Propaganda from here, overseas, or however it is. But they want to push narratives there's popular narratives that are, I mean, unpopular narratives that are on TikTok that I can't really get into talking here on YouTube
So
or
Pedro is the reason one of the reasons why they're banning it is because they don't really have control over it. And have you tried the red what is it, Red Box or Red Note? That app
I
that
haven't
that Chinese app?
I haven't tried that one. I tried lemon lemon something. Oh my God, I'm blanking on the name, but it integrates your TikTok and brings it over. But I don't know how the algorithm is a little less, it's not accessible all the way, slightly different. I haven't gave it. I just got it in my hands for like 5 minutes, so I will bring that up, and I will talk about that on that
So
application.
so a TikTok more accessible, and that's the reason why they're trying to just take it away. I mean, I don't see
No, no,
anything
it's not that.
harmful about it.
It's not that
No,
it's
TikTok's not
accessible.
really that accept. I mean, there's a lot of blind people on TikTok, I've heard. And God first said that she doesn't think that they should ban TikTok because that's how a lot of people make money. A lot of people make money on TikTok.
Yeah, yeah,
Right,
but look,
right.
think about it. If they wanted TikTok to be bought by a U.S. company, it would have been a social media company. All right, when Meta or let's say another company will buy TikTok, that means they have already possession of their algorithm, the way they do things, the live sales that they do, and they can integrate that into Instagram, and then little by little just keep taking and taking from TikTok, and eventually, TikTok is gonna be dead, and they're gonna have everybody going to Instagram. They could employ a method to do that if they wanted to, if they bought it and acquisition that company.
Right, right.
Yeah, but yeah, there is several topics that you can't really talk about. I see it all the time. Um, what's happening in the Middle East with Israel and Palestine is a very sensitive topic. Um, that we really can't touch on these platforms right now. So I'm being extra vague. Um, some points of views are popular within younger crowds, but they're not popular with our leadership and certain lobbyist companies and certain people that have billions of dollars that use it to maneuver and steer our government decisions. You know,
Get
any
it.
comments? To it? I know this is a subject that probably God first wants to comment on. Uh,
Well, I'm back. I don't know where we're at. So,
about TikTok and how it's going to be banned on Sunday, not allowing for download, advertisers leaving. But we were talking about how um, we have companies and corporations and billionaires that are from the tech sector steering this type of ban because they want to get their hands on the features. Also, how um, it's a domino effect because you have two type of interest in TikTok going away, and one is government narration of topics and issues happening
right, right.
overseas.
So let me
But I'm
close
being
the
vague because certain topics we can't talk about right here at too.
right, right. Well, I mean, here's my thing. Number one, I'll just say it this way. They trying to say the main number one reason why they want to do away with it is because it's owned by the company. I'm sorry, the country of China. Uh, you know, okay. Well, how you think China feels when we come in? With something that's owned by Americans, right? And so on and so forth. So I mean, again, you got to put that on the other foot. I mean, don't get me wrong. And now, if you
Hmm.
have proof, that they're
Yeah,
using that against us, then man,
show
go
it,
for it.
show it. Yeah, show it.
Yeah,
the
yeah,
the
But
Right.
proof is in the pudding.
if not, let them do their thing.
Right.
Yeah, Plus, we do have other popular Chinese-owned apps that they get our location and other things like that, and there's no problem there. Also, Ed, I did a video on my TikTok about it. We're talking about how in the bill and this thing that they're banning TikTok, there's a provision where we can't use TikTok, but they can use TikTok to further um, U.S. interests. Let's say, like they're narrating you know, but their interest. So it's funny how they want to ban it for us, but not for them. But if they're gathering all this information, location, and it's a homeland security type threat, why is the government still using it on their phones?
Well, I mean, I agree. I mean, and I mean, there's a whole lot of differences between our two countries and whatnot. I remember it's funny. I met a lady, got an iPhone from DOR, and her iPhone used to act really stupid sometimes. And we finally dug into it and found out why. It was a refurbished phone for China.
Oh, wow.
It wasn't even an iPhone that was intended to be here in America. And it was just certain things that they could not do with that phone. So, but the difference was it was a Chinese iPhone, but they had less features than we had here in America. So, I mean, but my point being, there's just a difference in. Now, do I believe that any government should own a social media platform? No, I don't. I really don't. Because this is press. And whenever the government owns it, in essence, they control it. They can control the narrative. They can control the conversation. I
Hmm.
mean, I'm sorry, but that's why certain people have went and bought certain platforms just because they wanted to be able to control the narrative. And other ones they started their own platform. Why? So they could control the narrative. It's not good. It's not good for the freedom. It's not good for people. It's not good for society. It's not good for world relationships. It's just that simple. So that's the way I see it, anyway.
Yeah, and yeah, and you know, they're saying that it's causing damage to the youth and stuff like that, and that all of a sudden they care about us, but we don't have Medicare for everybody. You're complaining about an application, and there's fires in Los Angeles. You know, you're complaining about an application, and there's so many homeless. You're complaining about an application, but yet y'all didn't want to pay for research for the cancer, for children's cancer research. You
Oh,
know, so it gives you in a perspective from a citizen, from somebody that is in the bottom of the bunch. You know what I mean, of the totem
from the
pole.
bottom looking up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
from the bottom looking up, like it's they're only caring about certain things. It's like they're coming together to ban this, you know, and they've been known it was gonna be done before Trump. All Republicans, Democrats knew, So I don't believe anyone that says, "Oh, I was gonna return it, turn it around," and I want to see, I want to see if he
Uh,
does it or not, and I don't
well,
think
I'll
he will
almost
go
guarantee
against.
that they're going to get that extended deadline to,
I don't think they did, Ed. I don't think they did. I think I got a quick notification earlier. I don't think
uh,
they did. Um, and if
well, I
he
mean,
is,
at least the article did show that, like for instance, those like yourself, you have a TikTok and whatnot, and so
mhm,
on and so forth. It's not that it's going to be immediately shut down. It's just that features are just going to start fading away, and the next thing you know
mhm,
is it's like the old what was that, MySpace?
Right.
yeah,
Right.
yeah, and
you
also,
know,
and I know, hey, if Trump brings it back, that's a popular thing to do. I don't know if he's gonna do it, but the dude, the owner of that TikTok and all that, they donated, that company donated to Trump's campaign too. So I don't know, could happen, and let's see. You
we'll
We'll
know,
see.
say.
We will
It's like
see.
profits first and people last. So
Yeah, and I
it's
don't know
all
if it's
about who
gonna
makes the
go.
money.
I don't. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna go against his billionaire friends. You know what I mean? But in that
Right.
note, we're gonna cut to a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back, guys.
Hustling jingles, $10 a shots. Birthday beats and holiday knocks. Gotcha covered for the ones you love. Personalized joy like a custom glove. Get your jingle hot and fresh. Info at blindunited.org. $10 only, no more, no less. We make memories you can't afford. Got a catchy tune for your babe. Poppin' beats like dreams we crave. For Mama's Day or Papa's cheer, let's make smiles from ear to ear. Get your jingle hot and fresh. Info at blindunited.org. $10 only, no more, no less. We make memories you can't afford.
You can go to customcane.com. That's custom with a K, guys. And what Custom Cane does is they sell cane and cane accessories. It's like Burger King. You can have it your way. You can get a pink cane, a blue cane, a rainbow cane, a Broncos cane, a Chargers cane, a cane with the Braille alphabet, a cane with your name on it. Whatever you want, whatever type of handle you want, whatever type of tip you want. If you want an aircraft aluminum cane, if you want an all-terrain cane, telescoping cane, any type of cane, Custom Cane has it.
All right. Well, again, Jimmy will be with us on Monday. We're going to hear a lot more about what he's got going on. I think he's actually got some sales promotions going on as well. I know one of the canes you've been talking about you want, Pedro. He's got it, buddy. He's got that titanium telescopic cane. So,
Damn. Now, hey, I need that telescopic, and
Right. And it's buttons, not to just slide and lock. It's got buttons on it, so
Oh
it's not
wow.
going to collapse on you. So, but yeah,
Ah,
I look forward to hearing more about that stuff. And then, as far as our jingles are concerned, you guys see we're trying to do a promotion. Right now it's really all about Valentine's coming up and trying to create something special for your special someone in your life, and so. Of course, you can always get at me at info@blindunited.org, as the jingle says, but we're also going to make that form available through our social media and stuff like that, where you can just go in there, click on that link, go in there and fill out that form. Once we have received your Zelle or however we choose to do that, we'll get that off to you. And I keep bringing it up to people, and people, they don't even think about it on this level. I mean, bottom line, say that Monica does one for Pedro. Well, now Pedro can take and set that as Monica's ringtone. So every time Monica calls, he gets to hear that. You know what I'm saying? That's my baby just called. Hold on. I know. Hold on. Y'all need to shut up. A girl call it. Whatever.
wow. But yeah, you can set it up as a ringtone, and I can even have a technology class on that, how to do that right off your iPhone. So if you are looking for a jingle for a graduation, any type of vacation, birthday, wedding, even an
Right.
anniversary, info@blindunited.org. And you want to move to the next article?
Yeah, we might as well.
All right, let's get into it. Hold on, Brittany. Any comments by any chance? Oh, you want me to look before I get into this
I
article?
think she dropped out for a little bit.
Let me go ahead. I'll look down it while you get this
Okay.
going.
Today on Coffee Time, groundbreaking accessibility innovations unveiled at CES 2025. The Consumer Electronics Show, CES 2025, has showcased remarkable advancements in technology designed to assist individuals who are blind or visually impaired. These innovative products highlight how technology is transforming accessibility and empowering users with greater mobility and independence. Let's explore 3 standout solutions unveiled at the event. 1. Lumen Glasses. Romanian startup Lumen has introduced a revolutionary pair of AI-powered glasses that replicate the core functions of a guide dog. These glasses utilize cutting-edge robotics and autonomous driving technologies to analyze the environment in real time, identify safe walking paths, detect obstacles, and recognize objects. Provide an affordable alternative designed to make guide dog-like assistance more accessible and cost-effective for users around the globe. This breakthrough innovation aims to redefine mobility for visually impaired individuals, offering a practical and widely available solution to enhance independence. 2. WeWalk Smart Cane 2. Building on the success of its predecessor, the WeWalk Smart Cane 2 sets a new standard in mobility aids for the blind community. Key features include obstacle detection, equipped with sensors to detect hazards and navigate surroundings with ease. Built-in speaker and microphone facilitate hands-free communication and audio feedback. Integrated flashlight improves visibility in low-light conditions. This advanced cane enhances navigation and awareness, making it a valuable tool for independent living. 3. Seeker AI Wearable Device. Developed by VD Labs, the Seeker AI wearable device is a compact, AI-powered solution designed to provide real-time visual data interpretation for users. Highlights include camera-equipped clip-on, captures visual information from the user's environment. Audio feedback, delivers curated descriptions via any Bluetooth-enabled earpiece. Seamless navigation assistance, helps users understand and interact with their surroundings. The Seeker device exemplifies how AI can bridge gaps in accessibility, offering a practical tool for daily navigation and awareness. Pioneering the future of accessibility. These products underscore the tech industry's dedication to creating inclusive solutions that address the unique needs of individuals with visual impairments. By integrating AI, robotics, and innovative design, these technologies not only improve mobility, but also enhance the overall quality of life for users. Which of these innovations do you think will have the greatest impact? Share your thoughts, and let's discuss how technology continues to break barriers and create a more accessible world. Now, back to the Coffee Time crew for their insights.
So as far as the comments go, I mean, Katie was talking about, she agrees with me about how the government wants to control everybody. And then there was another in there about how, they should not ban TikTok because a lot of people right here in America, they're making a great living off of what they do with TikTok and stuff like that. So, but all that being said, I mean, I like the first set of wearables. I mean, again, I mean, if it's a standalone product, I don't like it. I mean, I'm being honest. In today's world, I would rather have an open source pair of wearables where I can just connect, whatever app to my wearables, versus I have to carry, 5 different sets of wearables. I do, the WeWalk. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like it on one hand, but the thing that turns me off about it, and I don't know if you remember, Pedro, last year when we were at CSUN and we tested it out. And I mean, bottom line, it's a great cane if you're out there, moving around or whatever, but being inside that hall with all the people there, it was just, you couldn't tell what was going on. It was too many people. You know what I'm saying? And for me, I want something that's going to help me in a crowd, not, disable me in a crowd, if that makes sense.
Yeah. And we did try out the WeWalk cane. That was the WeWalk 1 cane. I know they were telling me, I think I had felt it too. The newer version of the Wheat Walk, the handle is smaller. It has like a foamy thing, like you could hold it. It's more holdable. It's not all bulky like
Right.
before. The Wii Walk Cane 2 comes with a flashlight. I know several people that can maybe take advantage of that. I believe it would be around the same price. I'm not too sure. But yes, it's true. We were in the hall and people were walking all over the place. It was vibrating, but I was not in tune yet with the what each vibration and the form of vibrating, long and short, or continuously vibrate meant. Because I didn't have so
Right.
much time with the cane, I can see where it could be useful, but it's true you don't want to be more disabled in a crowd when it comes to your cane, and your cane is one of your essential tools.
Right.
um, Now back to the wearables about the glasses taking the position of a guide dog. I'm still stunned on that type of. I don't know how can these glasses take the the guide dog. I know they're saying they're scanning and stuff. This is an item that I am gonna be looking for at CSUN because we will be at CSUN this upcoming March, guys. Look forward to that. Um, and
Well,
also
I mean, I'm
also
saying that technology, Pedro, is kind of the same as what they're offering with the Glide. Uh,
right?
uh, yeah, Glide has got that same basic type of technology to where like when you bend the corner, the AI automatically scans the block down the block, and it
Yeah,
automatically starts plotting a route for you. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah. I
And
like
then
that, and that's a good feature on the glasses too. Um, but the thing is, the glide you're holding onto it and is guiding you. These glasses, if then you might have to be using your cane all the time. That's pretty neat though. You use your cane, you're just getting that extra description, even the layout of indoors
right, if I
and the
get the
three
live
seats.
feedback, tell me, okay, you got somebody coming up on your right, move left, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm,
Something
hmm,
like that.
hmm.
I mean, even if it vibrates, on my left, left or right, side of my head, let me know I need to move one
Well,
way or the other. Yeah,
audio cues.
auditory would be great.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I'm trying to give them the benefit of the doubt. You know what I'm saying? Like you say with the glide, it's gonna steer you. It's gonna,
Yeah.
it's literally gonna steer you around these obstacles and people and stuff like that, just like a
Yeah.
guide dog would do. And
Yeah.
that's what they're not relaying in the description that we have right now.
Yeah, and depending on the pricing, this could be an affordable option for those that might not be able to afford a glide or anything like
Right,
that.
right,
You know,
right,
Right.
and
Right.
moving on to the next wearable, that it was the secret AI type thing. That sounds neat to me too, because it's getting your what's around you too. But if I am able to use it for queries and questions and other things like that than just an eye, and it comes with some more features, even translation, you know what I mean, can be pretty dope, you know,
right,
even if you
right,
needed
Yeah.
to be reminded of something, you know what I mean, or making notes and you're on the fly. This the thing that I am noticing from these three technologies is AI. AI is almost in the center of these upcoming technologies, even on how we can streamline our productivity. Even when
right,
we walk in, if we have one of those wearables, even the meta glasses, you can be like, okay, remind me of this, or make a note of that, or add this to my grocery list, or take a look and tell me what's that. And you're not even taking your hands off your cane, taking out your
right,
phone. It could be a ease of use also, you know, crossing the street, happening for people that veer too. So there's promising technologies coming. The conference, the CSUN is coming. The CES conference, I would love to visit because they concentrate on other technologies too, just not on
Right.
accessibility. I'm able to check out the new type of TVs or the new type of sound they got going with speakers and other technologies. I like to get around and put my hands and touch some of these cars they show off right there when
I
I
mean,
had
well,
the chance.
you're a techie, so I mean, yeah, that'd be the great place for you. I mean, I just pulled up, information about accessible tech for our community. Simply because that's the platform we
Mm-hmm,
have, right? So I want to make sure I keep our people up to date on
mm-hmm.
what's out there and what's available. So
The glasses
Yeah,
sounded really good to me, to not like I know you were saying, Ed, you prefer to have an app, but to not drain my phone and to have these glasses on and with my cane to be able to walk and it tells me what's in front of me if I need to go to the left, to the right, that's to me I like the best
right.
out of everything.
But again, Carol, my thing is this, and I got into this when I first, came out of a training center. I mean, they want to give you one device to identify your money. They want to give you another device to do this. They want to give you another device to do that.
Right.
Now we're moving into this realm of wearables. And that's what I mean. I don't want to be walking around with a backpack full of wearables.
I get it.
Yeah,
yeah.
you
Plus,
know,
plus, I don't want a proprietary charger, meaning they made up their own charger, and if it gets messed up or something in the glasses, or you need to get their charger. I want a one cord for all devices, like my
Universal.
USB. Yeah, like my USB C. I could connect my glasses, my Ray Bans. I could connect my battery pack to it. I could connect my laptop to it, and they would just charge all my devices just one cord that I carry. Man, it's like
right,
it's insane. It's pretty dope, and I like it. I like the future, the way it's looking, and these new technology. And when new technology also comes responsibility, and that includes privacy. With your privacy you have to know what you're giving permissions to. What are you doing? With your privacy, how much you're giving it out. And this is your internet privacy. Think about it. Your privacy online is like your home. You don't want everybody having all your privacy taken away and all the permissions that you give all these apps, and they're not respecting your privacy.
right,
So
right,
there needs to
Yeah.
be guidelines made also with these new technologies coming.
right. What'd you say, Carol?
No, I was just saying that's right. I agree. There does need to be guidelines set to where we can feel like we do have some form of privacy still left.
Right. Well,
Mm-mm.
I mean, and that's another thing, I mean, even though I can't say it and it doesn't bother me about it or whatever, even with the metas, again, that's for me is it's a great tool. They're opening up to more and more things, but when you hit that record button, there's a little red light that comes on that lets everybody know that you're recording. That way, if they don't want to be in your video, they need to get out of the way. You know, But again, if you're out in public, they need to get out of the way. If you're in private, they can tell you to turn it off.
Right.
Because again, it's different between private and public. So that's a
Mm-hmm.
good thing. So I kind of like that as well. So I guess on that note, I hear the music in the background. Let me know it's time to get up out of here.
Yeah, and Katie says she can't stress absolute power corrupts absolutely, and she agrees with you about the Greenland and Canada and the upcoming administration in his comments. Um, God first. Yeah, that she
Right,
don't think TikTok should be banned. A lot of people make a living off that app.
right. So,
Right.
but
And
anyway, again, we're at the end of the show now. So again, come on, hang out with us tonight. Get your dinner, get your snacks, whatever it is that you want to enjoy during the movie, and join us at 6 o'clock p.m. Pacific time. Don't Breathe 2. I mean, it's my favorite of the two movies. Don't Breathe 1, Don't Breathe 2. I like 2 better. Just my personal choice. So again, come on, hang out with us, enjoy a movie. You know what I'm saying? From the comfort of your home, a descriptive movie. So, you know, man, we always have a lot of fun doing these movies. So, on that note, everyone, Pedro, Carol, and everybody that's commenting and all that kind of good stuff, we really appreciate it. You know, like, subscribe, comment, share, hit the notifications, all of that kind of good stuff. You know what I'm saying? It all helps to get this out to more and more people. And everybody have a great weekend. And then, like I said, we will be back Monday with our special guest, James Bain, James Bone. I can't remember how we actually say his name. I always just call him Jimmy. But anyway, he will be with us on Monday. And I'm looking forward to hearing about what all the great things You Can't Give is doing around the planet. So on that note, again, everyone have a great day. And we will see you Monday morning.